सुखदेव महाराज उनके वंश के पुत्र हुए कृष्ण, ये वंश में परिचय। और देवगुरु के वैश्य कुल के जो पत्नी थे,
Gurudev is speaking about the dynasty of Krishna.
उनके जो है उनके पर्जन्य हुए, और पर्जन्य के 5 पुत्र हुए।
So this king Parjana, he had 5. This Parjana had 5 sons. Pananda, Nanda, Swananda. 5 sons he had. And the 3rd son was Nanda Maharaj. And the son of Nanda Maharaj is Krishna. So we can see which dynasty Krishna was born, Kshatriya or Vaishya, Vamsa dynasty. We can recognize the dynasty of someone from the father of this person. It depends on the father, on the dynasty of the father. But also, if we see the dynasty of the mother, so he had a mother in the dynasty of Vaishya and also a mother in the dynasty of Kshatriya. So we can conclude that Krishna was born in which dynasty? If we accept both dynasties, Krishna was born in Mathura. He appeared from the womb of Devaki. We cannot deny that. He's the son of Vasudeva. Krishna is called. So Vasudeva Maharaj called. Vasudeva Maharaj comes the dynasty of Surasena, the dynasty of Kshatriya. And his name is Nandanandana. And his dynasty, Vaishya, the dynasty of Nanda Maharaj is Vaishya dynasty. So we are describing about that. Sukadeva Goswami. He's chastising, he's insulting Krishna with this verse. He's saying that what is the word that he uses to call Krishna? Surya Vamsha. He's saying you're from the dynasty of the sun, you're a Kshatriya. And Kshatriyas are very hard people, because the duty of the Vaishya, of the Kshatriya is to protect the country. Very hard. They have this hard hearts. They don't think something like, they don't think, oh, if I kill this person, his wife is gonna be widow. They don't think about that. They don't think that their sons and daughters are going to be orphans and sad. Kshatriyas, they don't think about those things. So he's saying, since their childhood, they love him. And what have you done with the gopis? So Sukadeva Goswami is insulting Krishna. He's saying like that. What have you done with the gopis? You left the rasa dance, and who knows where you've gone. And now gopis, they are trying. They left mother, family, brothers, sons and daughters. They left everything for you. So they surrender everything for you. And what have you done? So Shukadeva Goswami is explaining the form of Krishna. He's explaining like that. When Krishna was coming to the assembly of the gopis, his beauty manifested. He was smiling. He was captivating the heart of everybody. And also with so much, he was very shy. He was very shy. Because he was feeling himself like an aparadi, an offender. He was thinking, because these gopis, they are so fragile and I made them suffer. So he appeared in the assembly of the gopis like an aparadi. A person that is an aparadi uses in their neck, they use like a cloth in their neck, around their neck. They put their hands together like that and they ask for forgiveness. So when Krishna appeared in the assembly of the gopis, he was wearing this pitambara, which means that he was holding his cloth with their hands. He was holding that cloth around his neck. First, because he was feeling he was an offender, and second, because Krishna, because I don't want my cloth to fall down on the way because I'm coming so fast. So gopis, they like to see Krishna with this pitambara. That's the form that the gopis like to see Krishna. When the Krishna that does not use this yellow cloth, this pitambara, like Dwarkadish, Mathura Dish, Krishna don't have pitambara there. And he is a Maharaj. He's a Maharaj there. He uses many jewels and crown and ornaments and king cloths. He doesn't need to use this yellow cloth. But gopis, they are happy only when Krishna is wearing this pitambara. And also in his head, the peacock feather. And then in his hand, the flute. So 3 things: pitambara, flute, and peacock feather on his head. That's when the gopis saw Govinda, they see Krishna as like a family member. This is a spontaneous sentiment of the gopis. So he was thinking, I hope that my pitambara does not fall. That's why he was holding his cloth like that. First because he was feeling he was an aparadi, and also because he didn't want his pitambara to fall down on the floor. That's why he was holding with his hands. And he also had a very nice smiling face. And he was also wearing a very nice and beautiful garland. He said, gopis, please don't be angry with me. Don't be rude with me. Look, this garland, this flower garland that I'm wearing today, you gave to me this garland, you gopis gave to me, and I'm still wearing this garland until now. I cannot go anywhere without you. So with this sentiment, with this feeling, Krishna came in the... So Krishna came in the assembly of the gopis with this feeling. And Shukadeva Goswami is explaining that. This verse, he's saying, this form of Krishna is so much enchanting and fascinating that it even defeats the beauty of Cupid, Kamadeva Cupid. From even because the Cupid makes everyone dances through lust. Through lust, the Cupid makes everyone dance. From a small ant to Brahma, he makes everyone dance. Brahmaji, Shivaji, Naradaji, we can see in the story of Krishna, their character, we can see that even them, they are bewildered and enchanted by Cupid. We heard the story of Shivaji, when there was the churning of the milk ocean and the poison came out of the ocean. All demigods, no, the nectar first, all the demigods wanted the nectar, but when the poison came, they just run away. On this time, Bhagavan manifested his form as Mohini. He gave Amrita to the demigods and he deceived the demons. All this katha is in Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of the churning of the milk ocean. Actually, Bhagavan himself took this form of Mohini and gave nectar to the demigods. Insisted so much, please give me the darshan of your form of Mohini. Everybody talks about that, everybody says this form is so beautiful. Jai. Everybody was giving Jai of this form of yours. So Jivaji was insisting so much to Krishna to have the darshan of his form of Mohini. What Krishna did? He manifested his form, Mohini, this female form. And Shivaji himself, when he saw this form, he was so much absorbed in calm and lust. He was near his wife and still he ran after this Mohini. And he walked the whole universe. He was like in a distance of 2 fingers behind Mohini Devi. He was the whole universe running after her. He wanted to catch her. Unlimited universes. He was running behind her. And after, in the end, Mohini came back to that place where Parvati was, his wife. And Mohini manifested the form of Vishnu again. And he was so much ashamed. So this is the form of Mohini Bhagavan. Also Kamadeva once came near Krishna because before the Salila, the Cupid Kamadeva came to Krishna and it said, oh, Krishna wants to dance the Ras with the gopis, right? So this demigod so Kamadeva came to Bhagavan in the Rasa style. And the Kamadeva, how many arrows? How many arrows he has? He has 5 arrows. And each one of those arrows makes everyone forget about everything. So Cupid said, oh, you want to do Rasa with gopis? But before you have to fight with me. Then you can have these amorous fight of lust with them. And Bhagavan said, okay, what do you think of me? And he said, you're a cowherd boy. Krishna, you're just an ordinary cowherd boy. You carry this bamboo flute, and you know this Samohini Vidya, which is, I don't know, maybe some hypnosis. You know, you have this knowledge. You have. Come, fight with me. And then after that you can do Rasa. And Govinda said, okay. Fight with you? But I don't have any weapons, I just have this flute. What do you have? You have 5 arrows. Panchaban. 5 arrows. The bow and 5 arrows. Those are the names of Cupid's arrows. Govindra said, alright. What I have to do? What kind of fight we have to do? So there are 2 kinds of fights. One is like in an open field, in an open place, and the other one is like inside a closed place. And Krishna asked, where do you want to fight? Like inside a place with a boundary, a place like closed, or in an open field, open place? And Brahmadeva said, I know how to fight inside a closed place. This activity is between because men and women, because I am actually in an invisible form. With this invisible form, I'm like hitting them with the arrows. Who knows what happens with them? So these men and the women, they are like always inside a closed place. Who knows what happens? What they do in this fight of the men and women in this closed place? But I want to fight you in an open place. So on the banks of Jamuna, on the bank of Jamuna, a very beautiful place with different kinds of trees, cuckoos, peacock, male and female, and all the seasons are there manifested there. Especially the spring season also. So these very nice and beautiful places in Tipana. So today I'm doing this fight in this open place. Okay, so then in the bank of Jamuna, he took the banshee and was standing up there. He said, "Oh, Kamadev, are you ready or not?" And Kamadev said, "Yes." So he took the bow and arrow, and what Bhagavan did, he didn't even have to play the flute, because who knows what would happen if he played his flute. Bhagavan only manifested his beautiful form. His nails were so much shiny, and his cheeks also so sweet and beautiful. At the same time, how many moons were in Bhagavan's body? Also, 8 lotus manifested were open in Bhagavan's body. Because how many lotus are there in Bhagavan's body? 8. 8 lotus. One is the lotus of his face. Then 2 more, his both hands, the both feet. So 5. One is his navel, the mouth. 7. So what have I just said? First two eyes, then two hands, 2 feet, navel, and a face, not mouth, it's face. So 8. So Govinda manifested this wonderful form. He manifested this eight lotus in his body. In the same way, all the 24 moons in Krishna's body also manifested there. So in Krishna's body there are 24.5 moons. So in Kama Gayatri, actually 24.5 syllables are there. I tell you about that after, later. Lotus of day, and the other type of lotus, it blooms when this blue lotus, Nilakamal, it's the lotus that appears only in the nighttime when the moon appears. So this moonlight makes this lotus to bloom. In the same way, Bhagavan has 8 lotus in his body, and also the moons. He manifested all these. So Bhagavan has a very beautiful form, and he manifested his form in Kamadev, because before I told you that Cupid, he had his bow and arrow like ready on his hands, and then Govinda manifested this form, and the hands of Kamadeva started to shake. When he saw Kamadeva, when he saw that, he fainted. So Krishna said, just stay there, fainted. Just stay there. As long as I don't finish, until I finish my Rasalila, you have to stay there, fainted. So I was speaking this afternoon about when the gopis, they saw Krishna playing the flute, these wonderful gopis. They started to run after Krishna. So they were joking, making fun and playing. And Krishna defeated the gopis in these playing games, just jokes. Sorry, the gopis defeated Krishna. And after that they started to dance. Krishna was playing the flute and they started to dance. Because when Krishna was playing the flute, everybody was dancing. So they danced, and all the gopis were absorbed. They were very proud of their fortune. Intoxicated by their own fortune.
और बीच में राधा जी विराजमान थी, राजा जी देखा ऐसे सब कपट जो मुझे
Radhaji was in the middle and she saw that Krishna is an hypocrite because he tells me that I am the only one for him, that he doesn't say anyone besides me. But now I can see how he's a hypocrite because he's having this amorous pastimes with the other gopis. He's dancing with other gopis. So Radhaji was in mad also to end with this crowd of the gopis. So Krishna in an invisible form, he disappeared with Radha from Rasa dance. And after that, the gopis were feeling so much separation, they were suffering so much, and they went in the bank of Jamuna. And they started to make kirtan about Krishna's pastimes. Bhagavan was thinking, through Sankirtan, Bhagavan is controlled. Therefore, the gopis they stopped to look after Krishna. They went to the banks of Jamuna. They started singing this beautiful song, this very nice and beautiful melody. And the name of this is Gopi Gita. And after that, the gopis were crying, and Krishna's heart melted. And he appeared in the assembly of gopis. Like I was explaining, I was telling before, this verse explains. After that, the gopis, when they saw Krishna, like as a dear, most of them, when they saw Krishna like that, they took their cloth and they made an asana for Krishna. And this cloth of the gopis were wet because of their tears, and also full of the dust of Vrindavana. So, where God is going to sit? God is sitting in a pure place, in a purified place, in a place very smelly and dirty, a place very dirty. He's not sitting there. Brahma and the demigods, they sing the sweet names of God, and their hearts are clean. They have Shunasattva in their heart. So in those hearts of the demigods, the lotus feet of Bhagavan appear in their hearts. But sometimes, when in the meditation of Brahma, sometimes Krishna appears, sometimes not. What time is Arati? 15 minutes. Or 20 minutes more. So continue, Harikatha. These gopis who gave this asana to Krishna, what have I just said? How was this asana they gave to Krishna? It was dirty. It was not clean and pure. So, for example, you are sitting there now in this cloth in the floor we're sitting now. If this was wet, you're not going to stay there, right? So, this cloth they put for Krishna, his cloth were wet because of their tears and their teeth. But they took this. Once asana and not in the asana of other gopis, they would be in more man. So you understand what I'm saying? So Bhagavan manifested this Aishwarya form, and he sat down in the asana of every gopi, and every gopi, each one of them was thinking, Krishna is sitting only in my asana. Like before, in Rasa dance, some gopis were intoxicated by this good fortune, and they were thinking, oh, Krishna is dancing only with me. But actually, Krishna was dancing with billions and infinite gopis. So here also, Krishna is showing his opulence. So the gopis were thinking, Krishna is sitting on the cloth that I gave to him. Same thing when Krishna was with his sakas and he was eating with them. He also manifested his opulence, and each saka was thinking, oh, Krishna is here sitting with me, and he is eating exactly the prasad that I gave to him. So this is supremacy, the opulence of Bhagavan. And at the same time that he has this Aishwarya, he also manifests this Madhurya, this status accidental. At the same time, Bhagavan has Aishwarya and also Madhurya. At the same time. So each Saka, Subha, Shuddham, all Sakas are thinking that Krishna is sitting in front of me. So all of them are seeing Krishna in front of them, sitting with them or next to them, and he is eating the prasad that I gave him. That's the way they are thinking. In the same way, in the Rasa dance, also the same. Krishna manifested this Aishwarya, this opulence, and our acharyas explain that the Leelas of Govinda are very beautiful. So, continuing, the gopis gave asana, and Krishna sat down their asana, and then the gopis
गोपियों की कुछ प्रश्न पूछने लगे। क्या प्रश्न पूछा? उसी के हमारे श्रील सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
Sukadeva Goswami says,
भजन्तो भजतो वै करुणा पुत्रो यथा धर्मो निरपात्र सौदृश्य सुमंतमा भजते अपन न वै केचित् भजन्त अभजन्त कुतः आत्माराम च आत्मकाम कृतकं गुरुग्रह नन्तु सख्ये भजतोऽपि जन्तु न भजामि अमीशां अनुवृत्ति वृत्तये। भगवान उस समय गोपियां कृष्ण ने प्रश्न पूछा था, याद है? मैंने आप लोग के जाने के पहले
Krishna asked this question.
आप लोग के निकट 8-10 दिन की 15 दिन पहले मैं बाहर जाने के पहले आप लोग के निकट इसी कथा को मैं
So before, when I was here 10 or 15 days ago, I told you that gopis asked 9 questions
बाबूजी
from Krishna.
सब भूल गए। बोल कहा ना बड़े गुरुजी हैं? बड़े गुरुदेव शास्त्र में कहा गया गुरु से लेना नहीं है।
And then they say, oh Gurudeva, what you gave me from Harikatha, I gave back to you, because Shastra says that you should not take anything from Guru, you should give Guru things, you should feed Guru, you should cook for Guru. So you're going to cook for Guru, Guru is cooking for you. But in Kali Yuga it happens the opposite. Gurudeva is useless. That's why then you have some spiritual benefit. Because in Kali Yuga, if you are brahmachari, you end up going to hell. You go to hell. Why? Because you don't do Guru Seva. And also, no translation. Because you take Guru's because you take Guru's money and you buy some juice, you buy something for you, and then
भजन के पैसा दे जाता है। हाँ, कहते हैं कलिकाल में भोजन के लिए भी कौन भजन करे? ब्रह्मचारी बोले
so who is going to do bhajan in Kali Yuga? Brahmachari say, I'm going to eat in the temple. No, let's go outside in the street, in the market. Because here, the prasada, they don't put tomato. Let's go to the market, eat pasta and pizza. That's what I want. So we see the life of Bhakti Pragana Kishan Goswami Maharaj. We see how Gurudeva he did seva, but nowadays we see who wants to serve in every temple. In every temple we see that. In the temple you need people to serve the deity and to cook. So to find a brahmachari, the one that you find, you have to serve him. It's like a son-in-law. Because a son-in-law in India have to serve so much. So, oh, Gurudev, I'm going to stay with you only if you arrange everything for me. My food, and second, I don't know in English, it's very expensive watch, Rolex. And also air conditioner in my room. Computer also we told before. So how to do that? I remember in this place here, the temple, there was only one big fan, like from the UK, a very big fan making so much noise. And in June and July, all brahmacharis, what they did, they all put their heads under the fan. And so much noise, so how to sleep. And Gurudeva came and he spoke, hey, these brahmacharis, they never heard the stories of Raghunath Das Goswami. Brahmachari have to do tapasya. So Gurudeva used to turn off the floor, the fan, and then we went to the ground floor near Dharmashala, and we used to put sand, and when we put water on the sand, because if you put water on the sand, body, what is that? In the sack of juta, sack of potatoes. So we slept. We used to sleep like that. So where to find this nowadays? Because Brahmachari says, I want air conditioning in my body, in my room. So how to do Bhagavad Bhajan? So what I'm trying to say is that from one generation to other generation, everything is changing so much. So in the future, how the temples and brahmacharis are going to maintain. So when I hear about that, I feel very sad. I feel very sad when I think about that. Because after Gurudeva, where are all the brahmacharis? After Gurudeva left? So you have to try, you have to study. And in the scriptures, on Gurudev's time, we chanted 64 rounds every day. 3 a.m., every brahmachari had to wake up. Gurudeva himself used to wake up 3 a.m. and he said, hey brahmacharis, chant holy names. And then 4 a.m., Mangalarati, 5 a.m., Harikatha, 5 to 6, then 6, 7, Kirtan, then also 3, 4 times a day Gurudeva gave Harikatha. And he chastised us so much. Nowadays, if you chastise a brahmachari, he's going to chastise you. So how to find one? What I'm trying to say is that slow by slow, this is like it's changing in a bad way, like deteriorating. So I don't know what kind of lila is that in Bhagavans. I don't know. So I have only 10 minutes to speak. So the gopis, they asked 9 questions from Krishna. So this business love, this business prem. Person is only going to love you if you love this person back. So like when you go to a market, you go to a shop and
बड़े-बड़े दुकान में जाओगे ना बिल्कुल आपके इतने खरीदार चाय तक पे कॉफी तक आपके बिल्कुल जाएगी हैं सब चाय कॉफी का कहेंगे
if you go to a big shop, very big shop, the seller is going to give you chai and coffee. He treats you like a son-in-law. Come with me, we're going to buy this Vigraha. So I went with him in the shop, and the owner of the shop spoke. He said, Maharaj, what do you want to eat? Lassi? You want something cold to drink? And I said, what life I come as the son-in-law of this person? So he's like, he's treating me like that. Am I your son?
तुम कहते ये नहीं वो नहीं, तुम तो हमें उतारने नहीं देंगे।
So you cannot go out of the shop. You have to spend money there. Otherwise, the person is not going. The seller is not going to let you go out the shop. You have to spend at least like 20,000 rupees or so. Because if someone gives you something to drink, some cold drink about cost 10 rupees, 20 rupees, you think this person is going to buy it for you, is going to pay this for you. So what is this business love? Because the sellers, they do this, right? They give you food, they want to give you something cold to drink, they treat you like a son-in-law.
जो कहते हैं इसके पैसा पकड़ने होता है क्या बोलते हैं जेब गरम है और दुकान में जाओगे जब उतरेगे ना गरम जेब लेकर के गया और कैसे जेब में उतरोगे ठंडी जेब से बोलो वृंदावन किसी कहते हैं गोपियां की काली प्रेम करने पर जो प्रेम करता है उसकी कहा जाता है
So this person that loves you only if you love him back, this is the business love. Then another type is when if you love or not, the person is going to love you anyway. This is parents' love. It's their duty to love their sons and daughters.
तीसरी प्रेम होता है प्रेम करो अथवा नहीं प्रेम करो वो किसी के साथ प्रेम नहीं करता है
And a person, if you love or not, this person doesn't love anyone.
वो चार प्रकार के होता है आत्मराम आत्मकाम और अपराधी गुरुद्रोही और अकृतज्ञ ये हुए उपकार भी स्वीकार नहीं करते इसे कहा जाता है अकृतज्ञ जो आत्माराम पुरुष होते हैं इसके आत्मा में रमन करने वाले
So Aptaram and now Aptakam, that person that has all desires satisfied, for example, sitting with his father. The third kind, Gurudrohi Aparadi. This is very dangerous when a person is against the Guru and criticizes his Guru. For this person, there's not any kind of what's the word? This person there's no purification for this kind of person. So the Shastra, it is said that if Krishna is angry with you, Guru is going to protect you. But if Guru is angry with you, not even Bhagavan is going to protect you. Fourth, Akritagyan, the ungrateful person. He does not accept when other people do good for him. So, a person like this, you're not gaining anything in exchange. So, 7 types of prema, and there's another one, ahetu and ahetu prema. So, 9 types of prema. They were asking, the gopis were asking, what kind of prema do you have? And Govinda said, I don't have none of these. Because actually my prem is self-manifested. Actually, this love that the gopis have for Krishna is spontaneous.
रुक्मिणी के साथ विवाह के जाने से सुपाल के साथ उनके भाई
Gurudev is explaining Kubja and Rukmini love. The difference.
किंतु रुक्मिणी विवाह नहीं करना चाहती इसलिए ब्राह्मण के मुखारविंद नारद के मुखारविंद से कृष्ण के गोविंद के रूप महिमा
And when the community heard of Narada Rishi, how glorious he was, in the same night she wrote a letter to Govinda saying, "Hey Govinda, the food of the lion is going to the shackle." So Krishna is supposed to.
श्रवण जात प्रेम, रुक्मिणी के साथ कृष्ण की जो प्रेम कहा जाता है श्रवण जात प्रेम, और गोपियों के साथ जो कृष्ण के प्रेम क्या है, वो सहजात प्रेम कहा जाता है। किसी कारण से नहीं, ये तो आदमी कहते दूसरे नेगेटिव हो जब हम पॉजिटिव बन जाता है।
There's no reason. This is spontaneous, self-manifested since they were born. Not like it's totally spontaneous. This is the prema of the gopis for Krishna. And Krishna gave this answer that their love is like that. Then gopis asked another question. Hey Govinda, tell us something. Why did you disappear? Did you disappear from Rasadevs? You are very smart. You speak so nicely. We don't know what kind of potency is inside you. Because you're very pundit. You speak so nice. From which guru you learned that? Because you are very clever. So tell us something. The loved and beloved, they never want to give suffering to others. Because if you love someone, you never want to give some suffering to your beloved. You never want to give suffering to your beloved. This is a symptom of prema. And the gopis are saying, we know the definition of prema. We know that lover and beloved, they never want to give suffering to the other. But after you disappeared from Rasa, why you gave this suffering to us? First tell us that. Because you speak very nicely, but tell us why you gave this suffering to us. Why you disappeared from Rasa dance? You left, right? Why are you here now? You left? That's why you are here. That's why you came back. Because you left, so now you came back because positive and negative, they are connected. So Krishna gave a very beautiful answer. He said, hey gopis, I'm going to tell you the truth. Actually, I did not leave you. Oh, you think we're crazy? And Krishna said, I didn't go anywhere else. I did not leave you. I was not far from you actually. What is the evidence of that? They asked, and he said, oh gopis, listen. You have so much prema for me. Like a whirlpool of love in your heart, like an ocean or river where the water is flowing. Sometimes the flow of the river of the water is like this whirlpool. Why this happen? Have you ever seen the ocean? So go water, continue. Why that water is there in the same place, in this whirlpool? The same way Krishna is saying, oh gopis, the prema that you have for me is so much condensed, just like this. The water of the ocean is very fast. Automatically it becomes to like this whirlpool. I think that's the word. Sorry. So this is the word is Bibarta.
इसलिए
This is
पेट
the
में अपने इसलिए गुठलियां
whirlpool,
होने
no?
लगे
Whirlpool,
होने लगे
whirlpool,
जिससे
whirlpool of
आप
love.
मेरे पास रहते हुए पर भी आप लोग सोच रहे हैं
So
मैं आपके पास नहीं
you think that you're sorry.
गोपियां कहने लगी ये कैसे बात है
You
इसे
think
प्रमाण
that
तो दो तो
I'm.
कृष्ण कहने लगे हे
You
गोपियों
think
सुनो
you're not with me, but I am
सब
with
आप
you.
लोग
So
कह
gopis are
रहे
asking
थे
for an
क्या
evidence,
करेंगे ये कृष्ण के चरण
and he says,
बोले ही आप लोग गोपियां कहने लगी हाँ ये बात तो सही
"You
है
are saying that the Krishna's feet is here, right?
बात तो
Because
सही
when
है
they saw Krishna's
हम लोग ने
footprints,
कहा देखो ये
they're
कृष्ण के
saying it's
चरण
Krishna's
चिन्ह है
feet, and they say, oh
भागवत में
yes,
क्या है
really, no,
गोपियां
this
कहने
is
लगी
true.
यह बार वो
We are
कामिनी ना
because they
वो
saw these
कामिनी प्रेम
footprints."
में वशीभूत होकर के और देखो उनके ये चरण चिन्ह दिखाई पड़ रहे कृष्ण उसी प्रकार कहने लगे आप लोग इतना प्रेम में विभक्त हो गया है पापी हो
Krishna
गए
said, "You were so much absorbed in this whirlpool of prem that you didn't see." You didn't see me, you only saw my footprints, but I was there. I was right there. When a person is suffering so much separation, you can be in front of the person and the person does not see you, even if the person is there in front of you. Krishna said, I was there. I was there. He said that those were my footprints, but that time I was there. Gopi said, this is true, we saw your footprints.
नदी की बोल बता दो यदि तुम नहीं चले गए थे तो आया कैसे हम लोग तुमके चरण बैठने के लिए आसन दिया चुनरी के आसन से तुम बैठे हो नहीं चले गए तो आया कैसे भाई आप चले गए थे
If you didn't leave, how possible you come back?
चले गए थे
If you were not gone, how possible you be here again now? This is logic, right? You understand what I'm saying? When you say Babaji, when you say come, no, just as when you say come Babaji, it's because Babaji was not here. So after he comes back. So if you were here before, how possible we gave an asana for you? We saw you coming. So he says, Gopis, if you're feeling like that, I'm going to tell you something. I was seeing this Prema Vivarta of yours, this ripple of Prema, and I wanted to see how much thick and condensed the love, it was the love of you, your love. I was behind the tree. I was behind the tree looking, because when we are meeting, we cannot see how this love is, but when we are separated, we can realize that. Bhagavan himself gave a very nice example. Something which is very precious, like precious jewel. If someone gives in your hand this jewel, for many days you are holding it, you have it with you, or even something, if you have something and suddenly you lose this thing, what happens? You're going to think about that so much. This is very beautiful shloka I'm trying to find. Do you remember this verse? Tomorrow I'm telling you, because also now my time is finished. Tomorrow I tell you, Bhagavan gave this example. Like when you find something very, very precious, and you like this thing so much, and after some time this thing disappeared, what will happen? You will think about that thing so much. In the same way, Krishna says the most wonderful thing, the most precious thing for you, it's me, myself. So after you attain me, if you lose something, after you get something, like in the material world, if a person has a son, and after some time the son is married, gets married, and he has daughter and sons also, and suddenly your son dies. So you suffer so much, and so much separation, you feel that you are going to see your son in your dreams also. When you're waking up or sleeping, you think that your son is sitting in front of you. This is viraha, this is separation. When you, sente falta. So when you are looking for something very precious, you are going to think about that thing. Thinking so much. So this thing is coming in your dream. In the same way, Bhagavan is giving this example. When you attain something, you have something, and this thing is destroyed or disappeared, we are thinking about that thing. Oh, where is that? When you are sitting down, when you are dreaming, sleeping, you are always thinking about that. So you're just absorbing that, absorbing prem. This katha is very beautiful.